And that's why we find her apartment right away.
I would imagine, yo creo que ella no tiene pay stubs y crédito buena.
La hija había pensado trabajar y ella igual. Como habían conseguido trabajo rápido. They don't want to fill out package. They don't want to go to inspection. They don't want to do research. That's why probably I know a lot of people are doing it. It's a lot of activities. I'm always moving. Actually, I'm always moving.
So you like the fast turnaround of rentals. Somebody can come in today and you can find them an apartment and you can get paid tomorrow.
Yeah. And I have my own goals. I feel bad when I don't have one rentals in 1 week. I feel like, oh my God, how am I going to pay my food this week? Even if I have a savings, I said that's my saving. I can touch that. I need to make my money. Well, I have a lot of people. They text me every day. I'm very proud of you, because when I came here, a lot of people told me, "Oh, Annerys, you don't need to go there. You're going to have a hard time. You got here. You're working good here." And now I'm proud of me too, because I said I did it. I thank God no was like they was telling me to not come. And I one day think I'm a dreamer. Now I'm successful. I don't like to grow alone. I like the people work with me, around me grow too. And also they, they remind me like a great person.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
So when you have a situation like that, how do you find that person an apartment? Like, do you call people that you know right away?
Yes. If I don't have the apartment, I call other agents. In this case, was like that.
Okay.
Alguien que conozco, other agent, he have a vacancy, and the owner, we have few owners, they trust in us because we already rent a lot of apartment for them, and they know, we want to bring them good clients. And that's why we find her apartment right away.
I would imagine, yo creo que ella no tiene pay stubs y crédito buena.
La hija había pensado trabajar y ella igual. Como habían conseguido trabajo rápido. Ella en el college, la hija, y la señora, la otra, home attendant.
Oh, so she had a job, she had pay stubs, and
la única, no tenían la cantidad necesaria, pero se le explicó la situación al dueño.
And then,
porque ella anteriormente trabajaba.
And then you were able to tell the landlord, or the landlord understood the situation, and they took a chance.
Okay. La otra persona, el otro agente, habló con el landlord.
Ah, okay.
Porque como te dije, fue por otro agente que conseguimos el listado.
Gotcha. I mean, that's a great story.
Sí. No, y uno se siente con la satisfacción de que la ayudó. Y ella ya estaba, y está muy contenta.
Yeah, and
yo creo que ella nos ha mandado después de eso como algunos 5 clientes. Ella solamente.
Well, let me ask you a question. When you do a rental like that, how does that make you feel?
Bien. Estamos ayudando a alguien. Y actualmente con toda la renta que hacemos, que muchas personas de esas viven en shelter, en condiciones desesperantes porque no les gusta estar ahí. Probablemente personas que tú la ves con educación y todo y están en el shelter por la situación económica. Cuando uno la ayuda, ellos dicen, ellos vienen aquí, ellos traen regalos. Actualmente, mi hermana fue a buscar unos cheques y la clienta le esperó a ella con 2 carteras. Y yo, no estamos esperando eso. Al final, ya nos pagó la ciudad.
Yeah.
Pero ella lo hacen por agradecimiento.
Y cuando tú tienes una cliente que no tiene pay stubs o no tiene crédito bueno,
tenemos que recomendarle o buscar un cosigner o desafortunadamente buscar hablar con un landlord y que el landlord decida, porque al final yo no empujo a nadie a que acepte a un cliente. Y tú sabes que hay muchas personas que tienen sus requerimientos, muchos landlords que lo tienen, muchos property management que lo tienen. Al final yo no soy la dueña de la propiedad. Yo hago mi trabajo con la aplicación, con completar los documentos que ellos requieren, y si ellos quieren aceptarlo bien, y si no también. Pero yo trato de, si es que esa persona tiene un cosigner, una persona que tenga crédito, que tenga income, y el landlord está de acuerdo a coger el cosigner o aceptar un guarantor, un garante, pues se puede. Hay muchos property management actualmente que cogen garantes, inclusive hay un programa, una página online que se llama Guarantor, y muchos de ellos requieren ese servicio si el cliente quiere mudarse. Y se le puede conseguir con crédito malo.
I'm going to ask you this question in English, and I'd like you to try to answer it in English.
All right.
I want you to try to answer this one in English.
Yes.
When you're making a recommendation to a landlord, what allows them or why do they trust your recommendation over just any other realtor that gives them a call?
No, because I don't only give them a recommendation. I need to do my work. I need to run the credit. I need to check the documents. I need to request the pay stub, the income, whatever they request, they receive, if it's voucher, if they have the way to pay the different in case they have any share. I need to do my work too.
But what about when you have a situation where the tenant might not have all that stuff? Are there any landlords that trust you and trust your judgment?
We need to ask the landlord if they agree to take a guarantor or a consigner. If not, we move forward. We speak with other property management. We need to try to move them if they have the guarantor, if they can, obviously, to afford the apartment. If they really have any extra income, we need to find a way to. If not, I have few clients. Sometimes I can help them. Yeah. Unfortunately, but I try my best to help everybody.
All right, I wanna go back. Voy a preguntarte de cuando tú eres una muchacha.
Una niña.
La niña, okay. Y tú eres de Jarabacoa. Jarabacoa.
Sí, del norte de República Dominicana.
¿Y en qué año tú vienes por aquí?
2018.
¿Y cuántos años tienes en ese momento?
Ahora mismo tengo como 7, 8.
Okay.
Sí, algo así, 7, 8.
7, 8. So, 10 y 8, ¿verdad?
7 o 8, 7 or 7 or 8 years. Like
when you came here?
20, no. Oh, how?
Yeah,
no,
when you came here. Yeah.
I was like 31.
31?
Yeah,
okay.
31.
And explícame un día cuando tú eres una niña en Jarabacoa.
Un día, cuando yo era una niña.
Sí.
Bueno, yo soy gemela. Tengo otra hermana. Siempre hemos sido muy unidas. Bueno, nosotros nos pasábamos jugando entre nosotras. Porque, tú sabes, para ese tiempo los juegos eran el parche, eran juegos bien sanos. Y siempre estábamos compartiendo juntas. Pero cuando ya yo crecí, somos más adultas. Nosotros ayudamos a mi papá y a mi mamá a trabajar. Mi papá en un invernadero, en inglés un greenhouse.
A greenhouse, okay.
Yeah, my mom, she had a hair salon. Hair salon, right?
Okay, yeah, hair salon.
Yes, but my dad, he had the greenhouse. They teach us how to wear signs. We have like 10 years.
So ellos, they were their businesses, right? They owned the businesses.
Yes.
So you've always had a sense of business growing up.
Yes. That's why probably I'm dealing with that now. I have my own.
Yeah, you have your own team here, your own business.
Team.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Yes. You were raised to be an independent thinker. You were raised to be somebody that's not going to really work for somebody else and to build your own future.
Yeah, but they teach us a lot.
Well, of course.
Yes.
What were some of those early lessons that you learned from your parents?
My dad is a person like he wake up every day. He's the owner, but still he wake up every day at 5 a.m., you know? And my mom, the same thing. And she was working in her salon Monday through Sunday, every single day. I saw that sign.
Wow.
I have since I born. And my dad, when they built the greenhouse, he said one day, everybody going to be in the opening. We're going to plant. We was working in the, in the, you saw la tierra?
And you were in the garden
we was planting peppers.
Really?
The first time yeah.
And how old were you when this was happening?
And then after that, he was spotting to Miami.
Okay.
And he put us to work there.
Really?
Yeah. But that's good because, that teach us how to work with everything. I'm not the person like think, I can do that because he teach us how to work. I can work even doing that if I need to do it. I don't have any problem. But now I understand. I have my degree, and that's why I studied and everything to be better.
Cuando tú estaba en Dominican Republic, tú estudiaste, ¿verdad?
Sí, my
in
bachelor
college.
degree. Yes, I have a bachelor degree in marketing.
Yeah.
And my master is international business.
International business.
Yes.
¿Por qué international business?
Because in that moment when he had the greenhouse, he was exporting vegetables to Puerto Rico and Miami.
Okay.
And I like that. I like, I like business.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So what did you learn there that you're able to bring here?
Well, after that, when I finished my bachelor degree, I start to work in a bank.
Okay. So you got your bachelor's.
Yes.
Then you worked in the bank, or you got your master's and then worked in the bank?
I get my bachelor degree and then I start in the bank.
Okay. And
after I stayed in the bank, like 1 or 2 years after, I did my master degree.
And explícame el tiempo que tú estabas en el banco trabajando.
I started the bank before I finished my bachelor degree. I was there like 2 years, and then I moved to the capital.
Okay.
And after that was like 7 in total.
Okay.
Yes, and I was working in a department. We was given mortgage to the client. What they want to buy apartments.
Okay.
And I was working in the apartment, in the marketing department with the builders and the real estate agents.
Ah, okay.
We was giving them like incentive if they send us clients.
Ah, so you were kind of in sales a little bit too. Okay.
Yes, that's why and after that, I decided to come here.
So why the Bronx? ¿Cómo se dice? ¿Por qué tú mudaste por aquí al Bronx?
Because I was loving to come to Manhattan. You know, everybody, the tourist people, they love to go to downtown. I was loving to go there. Now I have more than 7 years here. So I said, I know that already. Yeah, but that's why, because it was more close.
Did you have?
I have family here.
You had family here. Mm-hmm. Who was here already?
Irma was living here, but she was living in Lawrence. I don't like there.
Okay.
And then I have cousin, aunt. I have a lot of family here. And that's why I came and I stay here.
So, and Irma is your twin sister, right?
She's my twin.
And she was here before you were?
Yes, before me, but she was living in Boston.
Gotcha. Okay. Mm-hmm. And how important was it for you to come close to your sister?
Like I said before, I came here because I was working good there. I was sub-manager in a bank. I came here because I like the country, and I said, one day you're going to live there. And I start to before I came like in December, and I was on vacation. I said, let me go and start to look for work. If I find something, I want to quick.
Really?
And I do that. I find a work in Brooklyn, in a real estate agent.
Okay.
I was working there with Jewish people, and my role was calling people, Spanish people. The people was losing the house, foreclosure, and I was offer them to buy the house.
Okay, and how did that go?
Was good, but I don't stay long there, only 1 month.
Okay.
I don't want to say the reason now.
That's fine. No, that's fine. That's fine.
But yes, after that I came to the Bronx. I started to work in a real estate office too, and that office, they focus more in rentals. That's why I'm good in rentals.
I wanted to ask you why rentals. I asked you this.
I start with that.
I started with rentals too, but then I moved on past rentals. Why is it that you?
I like because it's a lot of activities. I'm always moving, but two is quick money. You know how it is.
Yes, of course.
If you don't have a payroll, I need to pay.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
And yes.
So you like the fast turnaround of rentals. Somebody can come in today and you can find them an apartment and you can get paid tomorrow.
Yeah. And I have my own goals. I feel bad when I don't have one rentals in 1 week. I feel like, oh my God, how am I going to pay my food this week? Even if I have a savings, I said that's my saving. I can touch that. I need to make my money.
Well, I imagine that's a lesson that you got from your parents.
Yes.
To run a business, right?
Yes.
You need the cash flow.
We need that.
If you don't have the cash flow, you can't dip into the savings account. Well, I mean, if you have to, you can.
Yeah.
But the idea is for you to be able to make money every single week, and so that way you could support your family.
Yes, and I feel frustrated when I see I use my saving to pay my stuff. Say, oh God, something is no running good. I need to do something different.
Is there something that a lot of real estate agents get incorrect about doing apartment rentals? Because a lot of people shy away from it, but you lean into it. So is there something that most realtors get wrong?
A lot of people is afraid, but because, for all the rules here in the city, all the discrimination stuff. But the thing is, if you have inventory, if you know how to approach those clients, and if you feel confident what you're doing, you're going to have problem doing rentals.
Why do you think that you've been able to be so successful at doing rentals?
Bueno, actualmente...
¿Exitosa?
Exitosa.
Exitosa, okay.
Exitosa. Bueno...
En español, si quiere.
Sí. Yo creo que una de las cosas que me ha ayudado a tener éxito es la perseverancia, la consistencia con lo que yo hago. Y obviamente eso me ha ayudado a aprender lo que hago ahora. Porque, obvio, lo que es programas, todos esos vouchers, yo no lo aprendí en un día. Tampoco en el libro de real estate está, cuando tú sacas la licencia. Tú no aprendes a llenar un paquete de la ciudad en ese libro. Es el día a día y obviamente tú tienes que enfocarte y obviamente tú tienes que saber o tienes que ponerle no. Tratar de aprender y todo el procedimiento. Aún tú no lo sepas, hay formas de investigar, hablando con los social workers, sentándote con ellos mismos, ellos te pueden explicar, investigando qué estoy haciendo bien, qué estoy haciendo mal, para evitar esos problemas que muchos real estate agents no quieren y por eso le tienen miedo a la renta.
So you, correct me if I'm wrong, I want to make sure I understood that. The overarching thought is that you're able to go that extra mile and you talk to the agents, you talk to the tenants, you talk to the workers, you learned how to put together a rental package for the programs, you learned what passes an inspection, you learned all these things.
I don't know everything, but that's why you ask, that's why you contact people, they already have experience. But it's a lot of people, I don't want to say, they lazy. They don't want to do that. They don't want to fill out package. They don't want to go to inspection. They don't want to do research. That's why probably I know a lot of people are doing rentals. I think so. That's the main.
I think that your opinion, I think that what you said makes perfect sense. Yes. People think that you do a rental and you just get paid. They don't see all of the stuff that goes behind it, all of the conversations, all of the relationships that you have with the landlords.
That helps too.
Because I know one thing for a fact is that if you give a bad tenant to a landlord,
they're going to speak about you.
And they're going to second guess when you come to them again.
Because actually all my landlords are people because they recommend me. Yes, they recommend one to the other ones.
Eso es una palabra. Un referral es lo más mejor regalo que puede darme. Right? Did I say that right?
Yes, the referral is the best.
Yes. Okay.
And I have a referral for both tenants and landlords.
Yeah, well, that's because you have put in the work and you show up every single day. And one thing that I notice about you is that you're not afraid to get into the work.
No.
Like, you know what's going on with everybody. If I call you up and I'm like, hey, blah, 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 you're like, oh, I got somebody for that. Or like, the people instead of just running the systems. You are running the system, but you also know the people, which is something not a lot of agents could do. It's very hard to keep track, and you're keeping track of 20, 30, 40 deals at a time.
Yes. No, and other thing I said is a lot of people, they think doing rentals is only open a door and show the apartment.
Yeah, well.
Even landlords.
Yep.
They said, oh, you got to get that commission and you don't do nothing. No, it's not that. You need to, in my case, it's not only, you need to collect the documents, the application, because we're not going to give him only an ID and the W-2. We need to prepare the package, run the credit, giving a formal application. That's why that's other important thing in the process. And that's why I get a lot of landlords, because we try to do it like formal. Like, okay, I have agent send me application, only the application, and the idea said, "But we need more documents."
Yes.
I can present the application to the landlord like that. They don't want even to read. They don't want even to see the application.
I think I like to say that when you're doing a rental, you have to tell a story, and you have to, that package, what you just explained, is part of the story. So when you're talking to the landlord, when I'm talking to landlords, I'm giving a story. I'm saying I have a nice, all within the law, but you tell a story about the person and or applicants.
Yeah, because they're going to ask you. You need to be prepared to reply.
Yeah,
No?
yeah.
They're going to ask you how many people. They're going to ask you what they work, what is the income, what is the credit, why they moving. They're going to ask you all that.
Yep.
You need to be prepared for that.
But most agents don't know about that.
No, they only get the lead, show the apartment, and then they think only with the application. You need to be prepared.
And they just forward it on. Walk me through what a normal day looks like for you right now.
Okay.
A normal Wednesday. What does it look like?
No, today was more relaxed because I have this with you. I said, let me take you relax. But usually yesterday, for example, I have inspection. We need to go to pick up checks.
Well, what time you
I
waking
have
up?
my sister helping me with that, like pick up checks and doing, sometimes inspection. But I wake up every day 6 a.m.
Okay.
Sophia, I have a baby, and she wake up every day early to drink milk.
Okay, so 6 a.m. you're awake.
Every day, even if she no wake up, I'm at 6 a.m.
Okay. And then when you get into the office, is it immediate go time?
After I came here, I need to start to read emails, reply emails. If we need to fix any documents because we have a lot of rentals with vouchers, we need to do it right away. If we have pending application, we need to review that. We need to send an application to the landlord. We need to check if we receive any other for the day before, if I was showing apartment, all that.
And how do you manage all of that and also be a mother?
Okay. I have Sophia since she has 6 months in the daycare. That helped me a little bit. Before I had Sophia, I was working even until 7. Now I work until 5 every day. After that, that's her time.
It sounds like you have a good work-life balance.
Yeah, that's her time. Before I was a workaholic. When I start, I was working even Sundays. I was showing apartment even Sunday.
I know that feeling.
We not stop. Yeah, I was working even at 10, showing apartments every day, every single day. But I said after, I have Sophia, I said, let me take it easy. And then now, I think so I have.
How does that feel to be able to shut it off at 5 o'clock and spend time with your daughter?
That feel good because I'm enjoying her, I'm enjoying, she's growing up. I enjoying that.
Good.
Yes.
One thing I noticed about your team is it doesn't really feel like a team. It feels like a family.
Yeah. I treat them like that. I try to not be like the boss, like, okay, you can do that. I treat them, they work hard, both of them. I have Linda and Belkis, they don't even go at 12 to lunch. He said, no, if they need a day, if Linda told me right now, I need to go to pick up my daughter. Okay, go. If she told me, Annerys, I'm thinking to go to Indiana this weekend. I said, go. She don't take time to go to lunch. Why I going to tell her? If she need vacation, obviously she needs to take her vacations.
Of course.
But I have Belkis now too. Belkis worked from home. Belkis was in the ER. She was on vacation. She took the computer and she was working from there.
That's La Flaca y La Blanquita. La Flaca y Blanquita.
They help me a lot. If sometimes I left my computer here and we need to fix something right now. Belkis has the computer. I'm going to do it right now. And, that's... Not everybody do that.
Why do you think that they work so hard for the team?
Because we get paid good. Probably they're going to get that what they get paid another place.
But do you think it has anything to do with you treating them?
Yeah, both.
Like I've seen a lot of people that get paid.
Like I said, I treat them like family. I'm never in bad mood with them. I don't know how to speak bad to them because that's not my that's not me. I'm not like that. I need to be something need to happen like very bad, very bad to be like
For you to get angry.
Yeah, I need to be like,
Well,
yeah.
I would say that you should continue doing more of that because the more you do that, the more loyal and
Yes.
the harder they're going to work for you. And the loyalty comes first before a lot of the hard work and all the other stuff. Once they feel like it's a family, then from there, the sky is the limit.
Yes.
And you've done a really good job of that. So I commend you for that. So you are a twin.
Yes.
Tell me, what is the biggest difference between you and your twin?
The personality.
Tell me.
He have a great and huge heart, but her personality is more strong.
Okay.
Yes. She can see stuff I can see. I'm more naive. I'm going to tell the truth. I'm more naive.
That's okay.
And that's why I'm having her close to me.
Yeah. And does it help?
But she started to work really with me when I get pregnant.
Okay.
Yes. She was even here. She started in that moment. And after that, she liked it. And she's okay. She live with me. She work with me. She's more than my sister. She's not my worker. She's part of the business. She's part of the owners.
Yeah. It's my mom is a twin, and my mom is in her I'd say mid to late 70s. And the older that she's gotten in life, the closer that her and her twin have always been close. But now they talk 3 or 4 times a day. Her sister lives in Oklahoma, so it's not close, but they talk 3 or 4 times a day. They visit with each other. They don't go for like a vacation for a couple of days. They go for like 6 weeks, 8 weeks, and they just stay with each other.
We're always together. Irma and me always together.
That twin connection is something that can't be ever duplicated. You're basically the same person, right? So I think it's beautiful that you're able to work together, live together, and grow a business together.
We sometimes have problems, like a couples.
Of course.
Sometimes we work together. Well, she's mad with me, or I'm mad with her, but still we need to speak because we're working. We know how to handle that. But you have a brother. Probably I can't speak with him, but my brother. He's my brother.
Yep.
And we have really good relationship, and I love her.
I have a couple more questions for you. If a 22-year-old woman from the Dominican Republic called you today and said, I want to build a business in the United States, what advice would you give them?
Well, she need to study it. If she want to do the same like me, she need to get the license. We need to have that to work. She need to be consistent, work every day. It's not like, I get my license, let me go to sit at my desk, and that's it. The business is going to come to you like that. You need to go to the field. You need to go out. You need to try to get contacts. You need to see, like in example, Yasori came to the office and she told me, I was in another office. She no rent nothing. She no get anything. She going to see that. And she going to say, that was like that. And she told me, they don't help me. She come here, so the first week was like the first week or the second week. She rent something. And, she start sitting there asking me, Annerys, do you have anything for rent? How can I do this? How can I do that? And she know how to complete the package. She know how to everything. She called me like 3 days ago. She said, Annerys, it's a building next to my house and I want to get the contact. Help me. Let's try to get that building because I know they want to rent that building with program. But she's doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if she continue like that, she's going to be very successful.
And so any other person that's coming here from another country, learn the business,
yes,
work hard, and be loyal.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
What is one thing that you would maybe change about the rental process in New York City? If you got to wave a magic wand and say, I want to change one thing, what's the one thing that you would change?
I can do that. The process, about the programs. One thing I change, like for me was perfect. They have a program. We submit directly the package to the HRA. Not have nobody in the middle. Because sometimes the process are more slow for that reason. But it's part of the process. We need to do it like that.
So if you could,
not everybody work hard. Not everybody are like in top of the case. Not all the social workers are the same, and all the landlord are waiting for to be paid to get the payments. Sometimes we have case like 3 months, and it's not my fault. I send all the documents, but the social worker probably not submit everything to HRA. Or they are new, they don't know what to do, they doing. One thing in this case for the programs was like perfect is to see if I submit everything to them.
Directly to the organization, because people don't understand that,
that's
right?
not going to happen.
No, but that's okay. But I think it's important to highlight the fact that a lot of people think that once they fill out the package, it goes directly to the city. When it doesn't, it goes to the social.
Only with Section 8, but the other programs is not like that.
And that's why Section 8 moves a little bit faster than the other programs.
And that's why everybody prefer that, because they work faster.
Interesting. It used to be the opposite. It used to be Section 8 was slower. Like when I first started, 20-something years ago, Section 8 moved very, very slowly.
No, they better now because we can submit everything electronic.
That's the other thing. Yeah,
that help a lot, and I also all the programs, work the same way.
What is it that what are you building? Like when your daughter gets old enough to see what you do, and says, "Mom, what do you do?" And
I want to teach her like the same way my dad and my mom teach me to. I want to teach her science. I'm waiting like 2 or 3 years more because she's going to start. But I want to teach her to work the same way. Not be a team, work even in an office, work in a town, whatever. But I don't want to feel or give her everything, because I want, she learn how to get how to get her stuff working. No waiting always, mommy give me that, papi give me that. No, always I want to cheat. But yeah, if I can build an empire and let that to her after, I'm trying to do it.
Amazing.
I'm working for that.
Amazing.
Yes.
And the last question that I have for you before I let you go is, after you're gone, when your final day on this planet is over, what do you want people to say about you?
About me?
Yeah.
Well, right now, from my country, I have a lot of people. They text me every day. I'm very proud of you, because when I came here, a lot of people told me, Annerys, you don't need to go there. You're going to have a hard time. You got here. You're working good here. And now I'm proud of me too, because I said, I did it. I, thank God, know what they was telling me to not come. And I one day think I'm a dreamer. Now I'm successful. A person like to help. I have people working with me. I have with them like 5 years. And I know them because I was helping them to get an apartment for rent. And I know one of them, she don't have a family here. And if anything, she thinks I'm her mom. But I want, they remind me like I'm a great person. I like to help. I don't like to grow alone. I like the people work with me, or the people around me grow too. And also they, they remind me like a great person.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
That was perfect.
Yes.
Okay, so that camera is yours right there. I'd like for you just to tell people how they can get in touch with you in case they're looking to potentially rent an apartment. Give them your name and how to get in touch with you.
No, but I rent an apartment, but they can call me to buy houses.
However you want it. Yes.
Actually, I have 2 houses in contract too.
There you go.
Obviously, my main business is rental, but I can do other stuff too.
Tell them all about it. And en español si quiere, no me importa.
Okay, I'm Annerys Rahman. I'm located here in the Bronx, 2300 Chester Road. If you need any apartment, if you need to sell houses, if you need to buy a house, let me know. I can help you. My phone number is 914-575-1742.
Thank you so much for sitting down with us today. This was great. I think that it really allowed a lot of people to learn more about you.
Yes.
And to see what it takes to actually be successful in this business. So thank you very much.
Thank you for inviting me.
My pleasure. My pleasure. This has been another episode of KW Connect here in the Bronx office, and we'll see you guys next week.